Did a single phone call lead to Osama bin Laden's downfall? The truth is wilder than you think. Miss this story, and you'll miss history's boldest raid. Imagine living in a world where the mastermind of the deadliest attack on American soil is still at large. On September 11, 2001, Osama bin Laden's al-Qaeda killed nearly 3,000 people, shattering lives and sparking a global manhunt. You might think catching him would be quick, but bin Laden was a ghost. He vanished into Afghanistan's mountains, slipping away during the 2001 Battle of Tora Bora. For years, he hid in plain sight, leaving you wondering, how could the world's most wanted man stay invisible? The CIA chased every lead, interrogating captives and tracking whispers. Bin Laden avoided phones and emails, using couriers to stay off the grid. Most assumed he was in a cave, but that was a myth he leaned into. By 2010, a breakthrough changed everything. The CIA spotted a courier, Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti, making frequent trips to a strange compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. This wasn't a cave, it was a fortress with 12-foot walls, barbed wire, and no internet. Could bin Laden really be hiding in a city near Pakistan's military academy? The evidence was compelling, but not certain. Only a 55% chance bin Laden was there. President Obama faced a gut-wrenching choice: raid a sovereign nation without permission, risking war, or let bin Laden escape again. He later said, "This was a very difficult decision, in part because the evidence we had was not absolutely conclusive." 60 Minutes. The stakes couldn't be higher. A wrong move could humiliate the US or spark an international crisis. Yet, doing nothing meant letting justice slip away. Why was bin Laden so hard to find? And what made this compound so suspicious? Here's where the story takes a shocking turn. Operation Neptune Spear was born in secrecy. The CIA handed the mission to SEAL Team 6, the Navy's elite warriors trained for impossible tasks. You'd think they'd storm in guns blazing, but the plan was surgical. Two options were on the table: cautious ground assault or a daring helicopter raid. Obama chose the latter for speed, despite the risks. The SEALs trained for weeks, using a mock compound in North Carolina to perfect every move. They prepared for everything: bin Laden's absence, armed guards, even a hidden bunker. On May 1, 2011, at 1:51 p.m. 24 SEALs boarded two stealth Black Hawk helicopters in Afghanistan. They flew low, dodging Pakistani radar, their hearts pounding as they crossed into hostile airspace. In the White House, Obama watched live via drone feed, the tension palpable. "It was the best intelligence work I've ever seen," said Admiral Mike Mullen. But one misstep could end it all. At 3:30 p.m. the helicopters reached Abbottabad. Disaster struck immediately. One chopper, Razor 1, hit a vortex ring state, a freak airflow issue, and crashed inside the compound's walls. The tail snapped, but no one was hurt. You can imagine the chaos: a crashed helicopter, Pakistani jets potentially scrambling, and the mission barely begun. Yet, the SEALs didn't flinch. Razor 2 landed outside, and the teams moved in, splitting up to attack from multiple angles. The compound was a maze of concrete and secrecy. The guest house came first. SEALs breached it, facing gunfire from al-Kuwaiti and his brother. Both were killed, along with a woman caught in the crossfire. The main house was next. The first floor had a classroom and sitting area, grungy, not the luxury you'd expect. The SEALs cleared it, finding no one. Then, footsteps echoed above. On the second floor, they secured family members, but found no bin Laden. The real test was the third floor. In pitch-black darkness, using night vision goggles, the SEALs climbed the stairs. A figure appeared: Khalid bin Laden, Osama's son. He was shot dead. Then, in a corner room, they saw him, tall man with a gray beard. Osama bin Laden, unarmed, but moving toward them. He was shot twice, once in the chest, once in the head by the point man. The assault took just 15 minutes. The SEALs spent 20 more gathering intel, hard drives, phones, and 97,000 documents that would later expose al-Qaeda's secrets. As they prepared to leave, Pakistani jets were closing in. The team destroyed the crashed helicopter to protect its tech and loaded bin Laden's body onto Razor 2. They escaped just in time, flying back to Afghanistan. The mission was a triumph, but questions lingered. How did bin Laden hide so close to a military base? The answer might shock you. The SEALs landed in Afghanistan, and bin Laden's identity was confirmed via DNA and facial recognition, a 95% match. Obama announced the news to a stunned world. We got the man who caused thousands of deaths. Bin Laden's body was flown to the USS Carl Vinson and buried at sea within 24 hours to prevent his grave from becoming a shrine. The decision sparked debate, with some Islamic scholars questioning its compliance with tradition. The raids haul computers, drives. Even video games like Super Mario revealed al-Qaeda's plans and weaknesses. It was a goldmine, taking years to analyze. In the US, the operation was a victory, boosting national morale. But in Pakistan, it was a scandal. How could bin Laden live near a military academy undetected? Some speculated Pakistan knew, straining US-Pakistan ties. The raid's secrecy conducted without Pakistan's consent raised ethical questions about sovereignty. The operation didn't end terrorism. Groups like ISIS rose, but bin Laden's death was a blow to al-Qaeda's morale and operations. It showed the world that justice, though delayed, could be served. Yet, it left you wondering, was it worth the diplomatic fallout? And what does it mean for fighting terrorism today? The legacy of this raid is still unfolding. This raid changed history, but what do you think was its boldest moment? Comment, "I'm in," if this story gripped you, and share your thoughts below. Let's keep the conversation going.